RHOBH Kyle Richards next to file for divorce after Dorit. It's been almost a year since the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills stars Dorit and PK Kemsley announced they were separating. The separation was almost as shocking as when Kyle Richards and Mauricio Umansky separated in October 2023 after 27 years of marriage. You'd think the separations would bond co-stars Kyle and Dorit. However, they had a falling out before the announcements and weren't on good terms. But now that Dorit has finally filed for divorce, is it Kyle's turn to officially end her marriage? PK Kemsley and Mauricio Umansky spotted partying amid separations. It didn't take long after going public with their separations for PK Kemsley and Mauricio Umansky to hit the town. They became good friends through their estranged wives. The two partied with Summer House star Kyle Cook in Miami last November. Mauricio was spotted kissing several different women since his separation from Kyle. When asked about it at the season 14 RHOBH reunion, Kyle said it didn't hurt her, but turned her off and made her remember why they separated. The separation came amid a flurry of rumors that Mauricio had been unfaithful, though she has never confirmed the rumors. While Kyle was able to brush Mauricio's post-split behavior off, Dorit Kemsley couldn't. She immediately filed for divorce after PK was photographed kissing another woman. Dorit Kemsley finally files for divorce. On Thursday, April 24, photos hit the internet of PK Kemsley kissing Amazing Race contestant Shauna Wall during a night out. It was the first public photos of him with another woman since he and Dorit announced their separation. Dorit didn't waste time reacting to the viral pictures. She filed for divorce the next day. According to NBC News, she's seeking sole custody and spousal support. The former couple have 2 kids, Jagger, 11, and Phoenix, 9. Us Weekly asked Dorit's co-star, Erica Jane, for a comment on the sudden divorce filing. Erica said she just found out with the rest of the world. How does anybody feel when they hear that a family's broken up? You feel badly, she said about the news. Erica, who is allegedly being demoted for season 15, added, "This is sad. It's a sad thing." Will Kyle Richards file next? Kyle Richards and Dorit Kemsley were portrayed as good friends on the Bravo show, but that came to a halt in January 2024 when Kyle said on Amazon Live that Dorit exaggerated their friendship. The feud only grew from there. Dorit was upset to find out that Kyle had been secretly texting PK after the separation was announced, but hadn't reached out to Dorit. The two were at odds about the texts throughout season 14. The two seemed to patch things up during the reunion. "You're important enough to me to want to put that aside, to not hold on to it, and to move forward and to get to a better place so we can be there to support each other," Kyle said to Dorit during the reunion. Kyle also said during the reunion that her estranged ex regrets things that led to their separation, but she added that he's never said he wants to get back together. At this point, Kyle hasn't said that she wants to reconcile with Mauricio. Her friend's decision to file for divorce could spark Kyle to do the same. Do you think it's time for Kyle and Mauricio to officially end their marriage? If you thought the drama in Beverly Hills couldn't get any juicier, buckle up, darling. After Dorit Kemsley's bombshell split from PK, the rumor mill is spinning faster than a diamond-studded Ferris wheel, and at the center of it now, none other than Kyle Richards. Yes, you heard it right. Sources whisper that Kyle might be the next housewife making a beeline for the courthouse, and the whispers are getting louder by the minute. For months, eagle-eyed fans have noticed the cracks forming in Kyle's seemingly perfect facade. Her Instagram has been suspiciously Mauricio-free, and when the couple has been seen together, the smiles feel just a little too strained, the body language a little too off. Long gone are the days of Kyle gushing about Mauricio this and Mauricio that. Now, it's radio silence or awkward tension whenever his name comes up. The season 14 reunion was the cherry on top. When Andy Cohen bluntly asked about the state of her marriage, Kyle, usually the queen of quick comebacks, stumbled. She looked everywhere but the camera, fidgeting with her diamond necklace, and muttered something vague about taking things day by day. Translation: Trouble in Beverly Hills Paradise. She's been spotted more often with her close friend, and rumored confidant, Morgan Wade than with her own husband. Concerts, lunches, trips to Nashville. Kyle and Morgan have been practically inseparable, fueling speculation that Kyle's heart may already be elsewhere. Whether it's a deep friendship or something more, it's clear. Kyle is carving out a life that doesn't necessarily have Mauricio in the picture. Insiders claim Kyle has already quietly consulted with a powerhouse divorce attorney, someone who specializes in keeping high-net-worth splits clean, swift, and as private as possible. Good luck with that when your life is a TV show. The alleged plan? Wait until the dust settles from Dorit's divorce filing before announcing her own, so as not to overshadow her castmate, but still capitalize on the timing for maximum storyline potential next season. Kyle is very strategic, and insider dishes. She's watched what happened to Lisa and Ken, to Erica and Tom. She knows the optics matter. She doesn't want to look like she's running away, but she also doesn't want to stay stuck in a marriage that's just for show. What's even more eyebrow-raising, Mauricio hasn't exactly been sitting at home pining away. Since launching his Netflix real estate series Buying Beverly Hills, Mauricio has been spotted at parties, yacht outings, and beach trips, often surrounded by models half his age. Some photos show him looking a little too cozy with a particular blonde, and Kyle, sources say, has seen them. And she's not amused. Friends close to Kyle describe her as torn but determined. She's fiercely loyal to her family image, but at 55 she's not about to live a lie just to save face. Especially not with her daughters encouraging her to choose happiness, even if it means making hard choices. Kyle has given so much to that marriage, another source shares. She put Mauricio's career first for years. She raised the kids, built the home, kept the family together. But at some point, she realized, what about her own dreams, her own happiness? She doesn't want to spend the next 20 years feeling invisible. Behind the scenes at RHOBH, producers are said to be thrilled. Kyle's potential divorce storyline would be a goldmine, especially paired with Dorit's ongoing drama. The two women, once close friends, have already had tension this season, and some insiders suggest Kyle's decision could drive an even bigger wedge between them. Dorit feels like Kyle is stealing her thunder, an insider teases. This was supposed to be her season to have the sympathy, the support. Now everyone's talking about Kyle instead, and let's be real. Kyle is no amateur. She knows how this game works. If she's going to rip the Band-Aid off her marriage, she's going to do it with the full support of Bravo's cameras, and maybe even walk into season 15 as the ultimate phoenix rising from the ashes. Already speculation is swirling about how Kyle's life post-Mauricio would look. Would she move full-time to Aspen, where she's reportedly happiest? Would she launch a new spin-off, focusing on her next chapter? Would Morgan Wade play a bigger role in her public life? Or would Kyle keep that part of her world carefully guarded? One thing is clear. Kyle Richards is not the same woman who joined the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills in 2010. Back then, she was the plucky, slightly insecure younger sister of Kim Richards, worried about dinner parties and birthday drama. Now, she's a mogul, a brand, a force to be reckoned with, and she's not afraid to make bold moves to protect her peace. Fans are divided. Some mourn the end of the perfect marriage they believed in for years. Others say Kyle deserves to live authentically and stop pretending everything's fine when it's not. On Twitter, one fan wrote, "If Kyle leaves Mauricio, it's her villain origin story, and honestly, I'll still root for her." Another chimed in, "Good for her. No one should stay where they aren't celebrated." Of course, Kyle hasn't officially announced anything yet. Her rep remains tight-lipped. Mauricio is still posting occasional family throwbacks, trying to project normalcy, but insiders hint it's just a matter of time, weeks, maybe even days, before Kyle drops the news that will shake Beverly Hills to its core. Until then, the world watches, waits, and refreshes Instagram every 5 minutes. Because in Beverly Hills, darling, nothing stays a secret for long. Would you also like me to draft a version where Kyle and Dorit team up after both divorces for a wild season 15 plot twist?